Name Arthur Wheeler, like, cause that's got an interesting story behind it. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that's my
Okay, hold on. It's real hard for me and my guy B right now, cause we die hard Ravens fans.
you know, there's a lot of people talking about, you know, why would I do? I got all this bourbon, I got all this.
Shout out to rappers that saying words that you can fucking hear.
How about that?
Some of these
He would have to rewind lyrics by pushing and louder to be like, yo, did he just say that shit?
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Beats, Bars, and Bourbon. It's your boy Steezo, Big Bulls, O-Double. We at a place that I've been excited about, being able to come down here and do something extra special for y'all. I'm here with the homie Bo Wheeler, the owner and operator. I mean, you really wear like 50 hats in this place.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. The owner of Arthur Wheeler Spirits. And just for y'all don't know, just in case you wondering why I got on this Commanders jersey, it's because this is the official whiskey of the Washington Commanders, y'all. We sitting here with Bo Wheeler, man. Let's give it up.
What up, Bo?
Man.
Appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
So y'all know how we move, man. Listen, we discuss culture, conversations over cocktails, hip hop, spirits, and everything else under the sun that we feel like getting to, man. So we're gonna have a good time today. You see, we got the sticks, got our cigars out.
Very
We're
smooth.
in a real secret location. Can't tell you where we at.
Speakeasy unknown.
The unknown, you know what I mean? But it's an honor to be here with you, Bo.
Hold on, is this the first time that we smoked on one of the episodes? This might be a first.
Might be a first.
We got the whole get down right now. We got the cigars, the bourbon. We got the whole shit.
We got everything. Appreciate the whole shebang. The whole shebang. So, Bo, a couple of things maybe want to get into with you. Obviously, you know, that's amazing, man, that you have a relationship with the Commanders, and you was definitely a Commanders fan before Jaden Daniels, right?
Absolutely. So I tell everybody too, including the partnership office, that we signed a deal when Sam Howell was our quarterback. So just I remember the story. Just FYI, we not jumping on no bandwagon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in this area, so I've been a fan forever. My favorite player is Daryl Green and our Monk.
Yeah.
And I just so fortunate we got to be at Daryl Green's retirement, and now they're retiring our Monk's jersey this year too. So man, it's just been incredible.
Dope.
For me personally.
Yeah. So why don't you start there, man? Just give us your background in terms of like where you from, and then obviously transition into how you even got into starting a spirits brand.
Sure. So I'm originally from Prince George's County, Maryland. So right here in the area. I went to school here, every level of school here, and did grad school in DC, so still in the DMV. So born and raised in DMV. I worked here, you know, all that good stuff, and I probably it was actually 2011. I was working for a government, and I deployed, got back. My parents had pushed back Christmas because I got back in January, so they waited for me to get back. And that Christmas, my father gave me a 1-gallon barrel. Because I had been into culinary stuff, and like flavors and all that stuff, and he knew I was a whiskey guy.
Right.
So he found this barrel, I think like at, what was that joint that used to be in the mall, like in Pentagon City? What was those Sharper Image? Like one of those.
Sharper Image, electronic store.
Yeah, so he got that barrel for me, and I immediately started playing with it. And I've always been a whiskey guy, a bourbon guy, but I didn't know. Right. Even in college, my friends drank a lot of Cavassier, Hennessy, you know, all that stuff. I was always a Maker's Mark guy.
Okay.
Hey, you my brother.
Yeah. So like, didn't know what that meant or anything. You know, I was just what I like, right? Just like what I like to taste. So anyway, long story short, I started with Maker's Mark, blended in a barrel, and then I eventually moved on to Benchmark as like a base. Benchmark bourbon. I started adding like older, more expensive stuff just to get the flavor profile. So long story short, in that regard, years I was doing that, and when people come over my house, and I always hosted at my house because we had a competition barbecue team too. Extra barbecue was always at the crib, bourbon. They just started requesting that barrel over and over and over again versus whatever they brought. They bring something, sit on the table, and get their glass and go to the barrel. Okay. And so then maybe 2017, actually it was 2017, I believe. Whiskey Advocate published an article on blending bourbon. Barrel bourbon was coming out, and Bardstown was coming out.
Yeah.
Whiskey Advocate posted, and by that time I was down the rabbit hole on bourbon because I was blending, I was buying all kinds of stuff. Okay. And then they posted an article saying that these companies were standing up, buying barrels from other companies. At that moment, I had no idea you could do. Because you had to have a full distillery, you know, a farm and all that stuff, right? So then again, like, bam, further down the rabbit, I can buy this in bulk.
Right.
How do I do that?
Right.
So the other thing that happened in 2017 was Uncle Nearest hit the street. So like at the same time I was learning I could do it, I found that there was actually somebody who looked like me doing it. Right. And all of that came together to be like, okay, let me figure out how I might be able to do this. That took a couple years, went down to Moonshine University, did a couple courses.
For those that don't know, where's Moonshine University?
It's right down in Kentucky, outside of Louisville. Might even be in Louisville, because I think I was saying downtown Louisville. I actually walked there for like the classes that I was taking, but just started learning, doing everything I could learn. I joined the trade associations in whiskey, just learning.
Dotting I's and crossing T's.
Yeah, just trying to figure out if it was even possible for like me to do it. At that time, bourbon was starting to pick up speed. You know, collectors, secondary markets, all that stuff started.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. And COVID hit. So then I was home. I had nothing but time. So we started playing around. And then once we figured out the law, all that stuff, Maryland has a Distillers Guild. Back then there were a few members. Now there's about 40 members of the Distillers Guild.
Okay.
And they had it all laid out for, oh, you're interested in starting a distillery? Here's the checklist. And then just started working my way down the checklist. That took maybe 4 years to work my way down the checklist.
They don't make it easy.
Hey, Mo, man, check it out, man. First of all, I want to say congrats. I want to praise you right now for being a black owner. First and foremost. We have more to come, but I want to give you your praises and your flowers right now while we're here on Beach Bars and Bourbon for doing what you do, brother, man. Like we like to highlight guys like yourself, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
And the thing too, we are big on highlighting black brands, right?
Yes.
And it's funny because we always say, well, one of the things we do is introduce a lot of, especially younger black people who transitioning out of cognacs or whatever they're drinking into the bourbon world, right? How important is that to you to kind of like indoctrinate the younger generation in as like new clientele? Because businesses want new clientele.
It's immensely important, and I'll tell you, just to be frank, it's more than bourbon. Bourbon is what got me started because I was a bourbon head. The bourbon that is most, I think, impressive is the inclusivity that we have around the bottle. You bring a bottle, and then all of a sudden we sitting there all night long talking about that bottle, talking about the notes, right? And so what we wanted to do is, like, we have bourbon, we have rye, we have vodka, we have rum. We wanted to widen the tent. I want my vodka friends to be able to sit at the table and talk about how good my vodka is too. Not nine, but you know what I'm saying. Like understand the taste, understand what's hitting their notes and their nose and their palate and all that stuff. So we wanted to widen the tent, right? Absolutely, everything we do is influenced by bourbon, though, and it came out of that culture. So even our vodka is made from bourbon ingredients, corn and wheat, not potato, not grape. Our rum is aged in bourbon barrels.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about the name Arthur Wheeler? Like, cause that's got an interesting story behind it. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so that's my father, my grandfather's name. My great grandfather was Uther, and I only learned all of that because Uther. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I only learned all of that because the 1800s.
That's an old school. That's definitely old school.
I can hear that name being yelled while you're in the backyard.
So, and the only reason I know that is because of the Black History Museum, where they have the ancestry computers and on that level. And me and my dad were there, looked it up together. He didn't know either. Like we found a lot of it together. So
wow.
I'm a girl dad, so I'm not having any boys.
Right.
So this is the legacy of the name, right?
Yeah,
like Arthur Wheeler. We did the business analysis on it, and it turns out it could sell, so we went with it. Yeah,
that's dope.
That's the family.
And is your father or grandfather someone that also has an appreciation for whiskey or spirits at all?
Yeah, well, both of my grandfathers were consumers, right? Yeah, and that that was the other driving factor. But at the time Uncle Nearest came out, we represented more than 50% of the consumers and 0.01% of any wealth created.
Say that again. Say that again. That's important.
Yeah. So in 2017, when we first started really doing this in earnest, black folks, people of color, represented more than 50% of the consumer base of spirits, but we only had 0.01% of any revenue generated by it. And most of that is from local mom and pop restaurant owners. It wasn't even, or local liquor stores. There was really nobody in the industry that was making money that looked like us from spirits, even though we represented 50% of all the money spent. Yeah.
So in terms of opportunity, you saw it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, also my background is in education, so that's where I came up. And so a lot of this is about also, you know, telling people and like being like the evangelist about this is what good spirits are. You know, I don't try to trash anybody else, but I can tell you, based on what I've learned all these years, what makes a good bourbon, what makes a good spirit in general, and the things you should look out for, you know, when you're purchasing and when you're drinking.
So saying that's a great segue. You certainly do know, because you won multiple awards, right? Talk a little bit about the awards you won, but start first with the spirits that we have on the table. Let's just talk about the spirits line.
Absolutely. So we'll start with the 1932, which is our partnership with our whiskey partnership with the Commanders. So that is
Damn, I love it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So that one earned.
Okay, bro, hold on. It's real hard for me and my guy B right now, because we die hard Ravens fans.
Okay, but look,
But
with my Commander
let him
socks.
get this off today.
Yeah.
You gonna let him get it off?
Yeah.
I'm let him get it off.
I'll be honest, I'm a Ravens fan too. I'm a homegrown guy, so I love the Commanders, and I just like the Ravens. They're in different divisions.
Same. I was about to say, we're not playing each other.
We don't dislike the
We don't play each
Commanders.
other. We play each other once every 2-3 years.
It was a great game last year.
There's certain teams I dislike. I'm not gonna say no names,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, the Ravens are one of those, right?
Right.
So the 1932 actually took 2 awards this year. So total we've won 7 medals in international competitions.
Super dope.
God.
91 points in London Spirits competition for a silver medal, and then 93 points at the Bartender Spirits Awards in San Francisco, gold medal for the 1932.
Awesome.
The Cash Strength has won again 93 points in London, 93 points at the Bartender Spirits. Our rum was voted the best rum from the United States.
That was 96, right?
96 points.
Amazing.
Best rum from the United States in the London Spirits.
Is it that bourbon barrel?
I believe so. That's what I like.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is the secret sauce.
It's actually full bourbon barrel. Bourbon aged rums from Jamaica, Guyana, Barbados, and Trinidad. We blend them together with Virgin Island rum. That's our profile. And that was the one outside of the.
What you teach in school?
Chemistry? No. That actually is the one I spent the most time on outside of the signature. And our signature, we didn't enter it we entered it in London. Somehow both bottles got lost in the mail, even though they were in the same box. So I don't know what happened there. But when we sent it to bartenders, it won actually gold and the best craft whiskey in the United States 2025.
Wow.
Right, I mean, like that list right next to us on that list is Uncle Nearest for best distillery, and they're $1 billion. Our company's probably worth $7.50, but Uncle Nearest worth $1 billion, and we at the same award level, so we can't talk about that one enough. We don't even know how to really talk about it in a real way yet. We so young, just being about 9 months old.
But being recognized like that, I mean, that's amazing, man.
Thank you.
It's almost maniacal that you're doing all of these different spirits. Like I've heard from friends that typically you try to stay away from trying to do multiple spirits. Like stay in one lane, figure out that lane. Like why multiple spirits?
That's what everybody told me too. They told me a lot of things that I kind of said, okay, but this is how I want to do it. It might be a little bit cliche, but like that's what all the business books, and that's what Jay-Z told me in every song. Do your own thing. Don't let anybody try to tell you what you can't do, right?
Absolutely.
So it goes back to my earlier point, man. I wanted to make the tent as large as possible. Our motto is excellence together. That's about the spirits, bringing excellent spirits together, but the primary spirit we're focused on is us, individual spirit, and bringing everybody to the table. So I want my friends and family who drink rum and drink vodka to come to the table with me, and we can talk about spirits and just have a good time together, and not be the guy sitting in the corner drinking bourbon and looking over there like, look at all that over there with those martinis.
Funny enough, Bo, that you mentioned a motto. I feel like every great spirit has a motto. Can you repeat that motto one more time?
Absolutely. Excellent spirits together. That's it.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
I like that.
What is your biggest roadblock, like in terms of challenge wise? Is it like getting your product to distributors? Is it getting customer buy-in? Is it partnership with bars? Like what's the toughest part of this?
I think to just be perfectly honest, the toughest part is in this business is capital. So you have, the challenge we have now, we've had so much early success that it's hard to keep up with the growth. And
It's not a bad problem to have.
it's not a bad problem to have,
But it comes with challenge.
it comes with challenge. And for us, it took so long to get open. Like you have to have the space before you can get any licenses.
Yeah.
So we've had the space for almost 4 years before we opened doors. So we're just
Damn.
paying rent, right? No revenue at all. And so that takes its toll. Like, it's only so many times you can go back to the well to investors for loans or whatever to try to get the doors open. And, that just ate up a lot of capital.
Right.
We could have come to the market with just a bottle and a label, because a lot of people do that, and no shade on that. Like you come out with just your bottle and your label. But again, our ethos was together. We wanted to have the space. When we came out the door, we wanted people to come and have a place to come, especially right here. I've been in this area my whole life. On this strip of road, there's been, between the two big cities, there's been nothing.
Yeah.
So this was me trying to come back and have something where I could bring friends, family, neighbors to the place, not just have a bottle on the shelf.
Integrity, man.
Yeah.
Dope.
And then, now that we're open, though all those points that you mentioned, there are challenges, but they're not insurmountable, especially when the product is good. So we get a lot of when we first started, and I was just carrying boxes on my shoulders out to retails and restaurants for the first 6 months. There was a lot of people talking about, why would I got all this bourbon, I got all this vodka. And then it was about getting the spirit to lips for them to taste it and say, oh, okay, this seems like something different. I can sell this thing. So getting someone that wants to taste and wants to, carry your brand, it is a challenge, but it's not insurmountable if you have good product.
Got good product.
Yeah. And a lot of people were, really harping on, well, what's your story? And I will always say, taste it first, we'll talk about the story. And then they taste it, and then I talk about how they're experiencing it. That's the story. How you experiencing it, where you want to take it, the dinner party, the cookout, wherever you want to take it. That's the story that you see.
Everybody's not going to have an Uncle Nearest story. Like,
Yes.
and if that becomes the expectation in order for you to drink the whiskey, then you're not in it for the spirits.
Right.
You in it only for the story. Osei got a thing that he said. As a matter of fact, I think we was talking about it when we was with Ezra. We did the episode with Kane. You talked about how hip hop, like in this moment in time, well, with the exception of what's going on in July, we'll get into that in a
We'll
second.
get into that.
Yeah. But in terms of, we were talking about hip hop and how 50 Cent, we use him as an example of how it was his story that sold records, and he's kind of stuck to that. And a lot of artists right now, it's all, just like National Enquirer stories in order for you to check them out.
Right.
So, and no shade to anybody that's interested in the story. If that's how you can
cool.
introduce the spirits,
Yeah.
great. But what's most important to your point is taste the whiskey, and we could talk about it then.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah, it's all
Then the story unfolds, right?
Exactly, and that's the whole reason my father bought me the barrel was because he knew that that's what I was into, flavors, cooking, any kind of way I could do it. I just love to and having people around. Like the whole point of barbecue, this is inviting people over.
A
You know what I'm saying?
communal, like a
that's
sense of
always-
communion.
Yeah, exactly. That's always been my thing, and I don't want you to come over and have something bad. I want you to come over and say, "Oh yeah, that was the best thing I ever had," and come back again, kind of thing. The flavor for me and the quality for me is the story, is the drive.
Can we get into this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What we
bad,
got?
Brent. I ain't
What we
gonna
got?
do it.
So again, a good chef will give you a little moose boost at the beginning of a meal, to get
What
your
was that again? Moose boost?
a moose boost that
Moose boost.
awaken your palate.
Okay.
So this is actually one of our experiments right now. This is 88 proof whiskey, but it's been aged for about 3 months.
Can we toast first?
Oh yeah, let's toast.
Can we toast first, please?
Been aged for about 3 months in a cuvee with a cuvee wood stay, which is a wine stay, French oak stay.
Okay.
And we're testing it out to see what we might do as a next expression. So please enjoy.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is first taste. Like this is right out of the lab. So nobody's
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
Beach bars and bourbon.
It's exclusive. Yeah.
Bourbon boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
Caramel,
Yeah.
vanilla.
That's what you smell?
What's the mash bill on this?
75 corn, 21 rye, 4% malted barley. That's the one I like to say. That's the one I like to paint with.
That's smooth,
That's the mash bill for all of our bourbons. There's all finished at a different proof with different techniques, but the mash bill is the same.
That's real smooth.
I know,
man.
I know the 35, because I mean, the 32 is 75, 21, 4. Because we talked about it on our last episode with Stokey.
Indeed, yeah.
We had both. We had the 32 flagship and the agave spirit.
The agave,
We had,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, man, it's high quality product, man. Like, and I know you told me before when I was here the last time that you like to experiment, because you will also be experimenting with like the mixer stuff too. You like to make your own cocktail mixer too.
Yeah, our craft cocktail lounge here at Free State Distillery, everything is scratch made. So we don't buy any Campari, Aperol, whatever liquor you want to name. We don't buy anything. We make everything right here. So the only thing that we buy is fruits that are out of season. We might buy a puree. So right now in the bar we have our second best selling cocktail, which is our Maryland 5-star. It has peach in it. And we buy it in a puree form because we're just now starting to harvest peaches to be able to make the puree.
Right.
But yeah, everything else is scratch made. So I make everything back there in the warehouse.
Wow.
You know, comparable to like a Campari is our hibiscus cardamom blend. So I
I saw that on the menu downstairs.
make a hibiscus tea, toast some cardamom with some orange peel, and bring that together with our vodka to make our own kind of fresh made liqueur that we use for our Manhattans, our Boulevardiers, those kind of things.